Good grind schoolers, it's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today what we got going down is, man, we are going to work a little bit on the Impala. It's currently 97 degrees in the garage, so I don't know how long I can withstand being in here. I got the garage open, but how my my house faces, it faces directly towards the sun, and it's a hot day. So anyways, today I'm gonna try to knock out the fan motor on one of the fans, because when I was driving the car and I stopped the car, one of the fans was going and one of them wasn't working. Even when the car was running, one of them wasn't working. And I bought the motor a little while ago and I just never put it on because the car has just been sitting here. So I'm gonna do that because I'm putting everything back together, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and order a new radiator. I'll show y'all what that looks like. Before it had the fans on it, so it like covered it up. But I think I'm gonna order a new radiator just for the sake of everything being new, so that this car is as reliable as possible. But anyways, I'm not gonna talk too long. I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around, show you guys what I got going down. It's nothing too crazy. Like I said, I'm not trying to be out here too long, but you know, with the effort of trying to do something every single day to get this thing done, you know, we'll take care of it and then move on to the next thing. But before we jump into the video, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to it. I semi put this on. Maybe I'll make a video of the Monte Carlo, because I am starting to like do little things here and there to the car. I want to clean the trunk out, start getting this ready to go. I put this on. It's not all the way screwed down because I couldn't find the screws, but it's on there. And then the bumper has to be like kind of fitted. So I want to kind of leave everything loose until I get everything fitted, but it's on there nonetheless. It has been not on there for, you know, since it came off. So it looks pretty good. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. We're here for this situation here. So I got the fan motor, and I got the fan off of the radiator. And so I was thinking, excuse me, about probably ordering a new radiator, because it looks kind of bent up right here. Has a few spots where it's a little nicked. I'm just wondering how long this radiator will last. And if I get like a 3-core radiator or something, it should cool the car down pretty good. So kind of thinking about, and I'm leaning towards just getting a new radiator, just so we don't have any problems, any issues. But yeah, we're gonna change that today, and we're just gonna put it back for now. This will be the last thing to go on the car, back on the car. So it's not a big deal to think about that right now, but we are gonna change the fan and just put it back together, so that we can be ready. And then I did order, well, you can't see it in this box. I did order a new knock sensor. So that's a new knock sensor. I just put it on there to see if it would work. I'm gonna take it back off and we're gonna splice into it. And then I am going to fix these wires now. The O2 sensor thing came in, so we're gonna go ahead and splice it. It's a little shorter than I thought. So I think what I'll do is I will measure out the ones that are able to like get spliced right here. And then this one here, I think it's the only one that's damaged. Oh, no, that one's damaged too. So these ones here, I'll just cut out this section. And then I'll have to splice up here and splice down there. I don't want to splice it in 2 different locations. However, like that's the only way that I'll be able to take some from there and add it to here. I would do it the other way, but I don't want to risk it being too short. Like say for instance, once it's able to go up under the car and get plugged in, I don't want to have issues with it being too short. I'd rather it be, you know, the same length that it is now, because I know that, you know, that made it to the O2 sensor on the other side, and then the knock sensor on the other side of the motor. I know that that fits. That's why I want to leave it that way. It's not ideal, but it's what we got. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting all these up and start splicing everything together. They sent this butt connector with the, you know what I'm saying, with the knock sensor, but I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna leave that be. We got our quick solder kit with the heat shrink over the top of it, and then we'll go over top of it with some more heat shrink, just kind of like how I did here with this oil level sensor, and yeah, it'll be good to go. But let me go ahead and start cutting these wires up. Right now we got a good overcast, so I'm gonna try to knock this out real quick, and then I'll show y'all the aftermath of everything. And yeah, we'll move on to whatever comes next. I think I'm gonna try to jump to this transmission next, get the seal in. I got the kit for it. I just haven't done it, you know what I mean? So we'll get to that next, just so that this is ready to go back into the motor. Made it to the motor and back into the car. And then that's pretty much it, man. I'll be going to get the engine hoist. I know I can't forget these hoses. That hose and the other hose, I know I showed that in my last video, but I can't forget those. And then I gotta get a transmission coolant sensor, or temp sensor, or whatever. Transmission temp sensor, because that one's broke. So yeah, not too much. We almost done. We're getting there. It's just real tedious now at this point. But let me go ahead and throw my gloves on, cut these up, and then I'll, you know what I'm saying, get back to it. Or I'll show y'all what we got after I get everything on there. All right, y'all. So there you go. Everything heat shrinked up, soldered, heat shrinked up, looking good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to, but I had to splice in the 2 areas to extend this wire. And I was able to find the same color wire as what was on the O2 sensor plug, not the colors of what's coming out. So the colors obviously switched because, you know, the plug is a different color, but I matched the wires up to extend it with some wire that I had to match the color so it didn't get confusing. And at first I was gonna use the old wire, but I'm like, nah, probably not, because, you know what I'm saying, it's like brittle, and you know, it was getting real hot around here. You could tell like some of it I pulled out was like all burnt up, you could tell. I had to replace 2 wires because you could tell it got really hot. So I'm assuming that was from, it's really hard to see because it's not focusing, but yeah, there you go. You see how it's like this color, like this thing is like orange, and it's like starting to turn black right here. So anyways, we got that replaced, so I feel good about that. I was able to find a little bit more wire loom, so I'll probably throw that on there, wrap it up, and then wrap it up with the heat shield all the way up, and it should be good to go. And then when I put it back on the car, I'm gonna make sure that it's tucked away from any exhaust or anything like that, so we'll be good there. What else? If I do have enough to wrap this up, I'll probably start trying to wrap that up. It's not that much, so yeah, actually it's a lot, dang. I don't think I have that much, but anyways, I still got a couple little bit of heater holes that I gotta, you know, cover up. And then after that, man, this is all good. I got this taken care of. I'm gonna probably run some electrical tape around those ones down there that got real hot, just as an extra precautionary measure. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, we got a couple more things, and then this thing can go back together. I put this tray in here. I had it out over there, so I'm gonna start buttoning everything up. The computer, I still got to do this wire, so I'll probably do that one next. It looks like just the heat shrink slipped out or whatever I was trying to do there, so we'll go ahead and cover that up, so make sure that's good. And yeah, man, other than that, we pretty much cold full, ready to knock this thing out, man. I'm eager. But yeah, so I'm gonna move on to the fan, see if I can get this taken care of pretty quickly. It's super hot in here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you can see me, I'm like drenched in sweat, but yeah, anyways, I'm gonna try to move to this, and if I can't get this, I'll come out a little later in the afternoon and try to knock it out then when it cools down. But other than that, man, we could just start knocking some of this stuff off the table. I'm trying to clean up everything and start getting stuff back in line, back in order. So next we'll be tackling this transmission. Probably not in this video, but like I said, that's the next step. And then I can get the engine hoist and put this thing back in the car. So let me go ahead and mess with this fan, and then we'll move on. All right, y'all, so we got the fan up out of there. It says on the fan too, it's opposite of lefty loosey righty tighty, because of the spin motion of the fan. I got it disconnected on the back there, and then I got 2 or 3. I took one of them out already, but 3, what's this? 10mm bolts to pull this out, and then the fan should pop right up out of there. And then this one has like a little natural like washer on it. This one doesn't. So the kit that I got came with some more washers, I think. So I'm gonna look at that. Let me get this thing off, and then we'll put the new one on, and then we can put this whole assembly back together. Like I said, for now, I'm gonna just hold it onto the radiator, just for now. And then when I do get a new radiator, I'll transfer everything over to that radiator. But for now, it'll just go on here just to be out the way. All right, y'all, had to do a little assembling. Got this little fan clutch thing on there, and then this little washer on the top to mimic the old one. And then I could just slide it back up in there, man. Let me go ahead and slide it back up in there. Then we throw the fan back on, tighten it up, throw it on, we good to go. All right, y'all. So got the new fan on there. Got it plugged back up. Took 2 seconds. Hey, I don't know why I neglected to do it for so long. I've had that fan for so long, and I just neglected to put it on, but it's on there now. And yeah, so now we can move on to the next thing, which is this transmission. I'm gonna change the bearing in the transmission. We'll take that out, and yeah, just keep moving down the list, man. We're getting closer and closer with each thing that I do. We're getting closer and closer, and it's making me a lot happier. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, now that that's done, the electrical's done, we just start knocking some things out. And I was looking over here. I'll probably change all of these little hoses out too, because this one is split. I was probably having issues there, I'm sure. But changing all of these out, and yeah, got to get a new PCV valve. And you know, I'm just going over it with a fine tooth comb, trying to change everything that I can so that this runs perfectly, hopefully. Anyways, let me go ahead and, matter of fact, I'll save that for the next video. I'm gonna just wrap these wires up, the ones that I had exposed in the wire loom, and I'm gonna put the heat shrink around it, and that's gonna call it good from there. I gotta take the power steering hoses and the coolant tank hose, that one there, and I gotta go get some new hoses, so I'll probably do that here within the next couple of days. But other than that, man, I mean, we pretty much cold full. I'm gonna clean up this little area. You see, I got my trash can dumped. I don't know if you guys realize, but in every video, the trash can was right here, and it was super full. I just dumped it. I'm cleaning up this little space here. I'm gonna crawl up under the car, get the cross member back up under there, and just keep moving forward, man, on everything that we got going on. But that makes me happy. That has been sitting in the car since last year, and I just got around to, you know, putting it on, so we're good there. And yeah, so I'm gonna clean up this area here a little bit more, and then I'm probably gonna get up out the garage because it's super hot in here, man. I'm about to die. So next, we'll go ahead and replace all these little hoses. We gotta set the valve lash, put the harmonic balancer on, get the seal in the front done, seal in the back done, and then we're pretty much good to go, cold full. We'll start moving all these wires up out the way, back where they were, onto the glass or the windshield or whatever. And then I gotta order another can of paint, or not order, I gotta go get another can of paint. So when I go to O'Reilly's, I'll probably see if I can get these and a can of paint. And then I got the rust reformer, because there are a couple of spots underneath the car that I wanna touch up and attend to so it doesn't become a problem later. And then other than that, got to spray underneath the frame, and we're good to go. And then we can start putting everything back together and hopefully have a running, driving car soon. So anyways, man, Like I said, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's super hot, but we working. All right, grind schoolers, that's gonna do it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. You can see the sweat on my face. I wanted to get to the transmission in this video. However, I don't want to go another however long till I get to the transmission without dropping a video. I want to bring y'all content because things are happening. Sometimes I come out here and I just do something real quick. Don't even really feel like cutting the camera on or anything like that. But I want to bring y'all along on a journey. We are officially now putting things back together. We are at that point now. And again, we could have been there a long time ago. Some of these parts I've had for a minute. You know what I'm saying? They just, I just haven't put them on the car. And that's totally my fault. That's totally on me. But from this point forward, I can see light at the end of the tunnel, man. Like I've expressed before, I could have this motor in the car and everything hooked up within a day or two. You know what I'm saying? But procrastination, and not even necessarily procrastination, but you know what I'm saying, just not feeling it has been a huge culprit. But we are getting to it. You know, keeping my space clean motivates me to, you know what I'm saying, keep making strides to keep it clean, and keep making strides to keep everything organized. But realistically, we only got a couple more parts like O2 sensors. I got to get some new spark plug wires, spark plugs, and now a radiator, AC pump, and that's pretty much it, man. And we're there. So, and then also those little tiny hoses and stuff. But other than that, man, we're almost there. I'm gonna work tirelessly trying to get this thing together because I can see light at the end of the tunnel now that we're putting everything back together. All I really need to do is just hook it up to the engine hoist and dip it into the car. So probably in maybe a couple weeks, like I said, I'll probably hit Dash up like, yo, I'm ready to take the engine hoist back and then go ahead and go from there. But you know what I mean? I want to make sure that everything is mated up. I want to get this transmission together. And then once that's together, I'll set the lash on the valves, put the harmonic balancer or the dampener or whatever back on there. And then, yeah, just mate everything up, I guess. I won't do that until I have those hoses replaced though. So I'm gonna replace all those hoses. And then after that, then I'll be ready to go. So anyways, again, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm super sweating. It's like 100 degrees in here. I got the garage closed because the sun is like on this side of the garage. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, a hot box in here. So anyways, oh, I need some new exhaust manifold bolts too. So yeah, there's a couple of things here, you know what I'm saying, that are, you know, eating away. But, you know, we're going to get it done. I'm going to just keep cleaning up. Like I said, I can clean this cross member up and put it back up under the car. Or I already cleaned it up. I could put it back up under the car, save some more space. Get this oil can up out of here and, you know, just keep knocking down space, man, so that I can get back on this Monte Carlo. But anyways, man, I ain't going to hold y'all no more. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.